Hey everyone. Hey everyone. So I had to do a two-part because my storage had went out, so I stopped the last video. But to finish out what I was saying, so the reason why these higher ups are panicking is because guess what? They know they're about to lose their companies or their jobs, or somebody, put like this, they're about to be stepped down. They're gonna have to come down off their little high horses. And see, what's gonna happen is once they come off their high horses, now they got to live in a society that they created. They can't survive. That's why. See, it was all fair and game when they was controlling the narrative. When they was able to manipulate the system, make people think that you're getting high quality for lower quality value, right? And they pocket the remaining amount of money. Okay? That's how it goes. So back to like that. So if something was $5,000 and you spent that $15,000 for it, they benefit with the $10,000, just to make it simple. Okay? Now, it was cool and all for them at that point. But now, they realize that, daggone it, the cat is out of the bag. The cat is out of the bag. And a lot of these people are about to lose their job. Or how you say it, Trump? You're fired. And that's the thing about it. And now they realizing that the world they created, they won't be able to survive in. See, they're about to be the ones that's homeless on the street. And the ones that's homeless on the street about to have the houses. And see, this is why they don't like it. Because by cutting these things off, one, shows what they was doing. Two, it shows how our economy have divided itself instead of brought everything together. 3, it shows that our resources have been manipulated and has not been utilized the way it's supposed to. Because this is what we should be doing. When it comes to clothing and stuff, a lot of clothing is being thrown away. We should be able to start creating clothing where it's recyclable, where we can recycle the clothing. Okay? And this is the thing. When we get to a point where we can work together, you won't need as much money to survive. You still can have the luxuries of life for less. So I'm going to just put it like this. So back in the day, we're going to go back to the white people real quick. Back in the day, about like in the 60s, I guess, 50s, 60s, you could actually go to the grocery store and get about $200 worth of groceries for $50. You understand me? That's how it was back in the day. Rent prices was super low. Rent price was probably like $50 a month. You could have got you a nice tail car for about $200. Now, I might be a little bit off on the price range, but you get my idea. Back in the day, gas was about 50 cents. Now, I do remember when I first came into the driving game, I could put like $2, about $4 in a gas tank, and I was good. Okay? Dang, I'm old. But yeah, I got into the game right at the time, and then like a couple months later, it changed on me. But that's how it was. So how is it our economy was able to thrive off of things then? And guess what? Back then, the food that was in the at the schools was real food. People actually was wearing the good material. You had the real silk. You had the real leather. You had all of that. How come when we had less people in the world, we was able to farm and do all of these different things back then for less? Now you got more workers in the world, and we can't even do nothing. Like, we barely survive. And how is that possible? How is that possible? How is it we have more help in the world and less products? But the only products that we have more than we need is the stuff that we don't need like that. How many car dealerships have over 50 cars in their parking lot and they last for about good 5 years? Your minimum is always, that 50, right? Because you keep buying and keep buying. But then they sit there, and then guess what happens? The year after, the first 2 years, now those car values go down, and now you're trying to sell them. What happens to those vehicles that y'all don't sell? What do y'all do with them? Y'all go just throw them in a car yard? Am I right? Yeah. Y'all know how many vehicles just stranded somewhere? It ain't no different than trailers. Trailers? So, for example, trailers. Y'all know when y'all do these mobile home, valuations, y'all go place and look at mobile homes and stuff. How many of these mobile homes, after the models go old, right? And meaning it's just a couple years old, that they just sit there and collect dirt. And just, how many of those could have been changed to be able to give to people? Y'all can turn them into actual livable places for people. How many of these cars is sitting around somewhere that nobody is utilizing, that y'all could have gave to people so they can be able to have vehicles to get to and from work? How much products do we have in the world that is wasted? No different than when you eat every night and then half of the food goes in the trash. How much are we wasting in the world? I'm just saying, how much are we really wasting in the world? A lot. A lot. How many, when y'all go to the stores, now, I go to the local Food Lion, right? And sometimes Piggly Wiggly, inside, because we in a small town. That's what we have, right? Do you know every time I go in there, right? And they put brand new fruit and vegetables out, but it still look old. How much fruits and vegetables are being wasted? Because these fake chemicals are being put, on the stuff to produce faster. Because y'all can't wait, right? Because once they get these products from overseas, and this is another thing. Now let me reverse this. I'm sorry, let me reverse it, because I said y'all get the fruits and vegetables from overseas. No, this is what happens. The organic, y'all have some organic places in the United States, and that goes into the Whole Food stores, right? Y'all get the fake food and supplies from overseas, because guess what? They have technology where they can create food and stuff to be fake to look real, and then they ship it over here. That's what it is. But this is the case, the thing though. In their country, they can't eat it. Y'all know that, right? Now, they do sell it on the market where people don't know about it. However, a lot of your fake food that y'all eating is from other countries. They don't even eat the majority. For the main part, the ones that don't, for the main stores, they don't eat the food, but they send it to us because y'all not patient. When it comes to supplying food and stuff from other countries, how many shipping containers of material stuff fall in the ocean? A lot. Guess what happens? That's where your prices get raised up at. If you didn't know, that's why y'all prices get raised. That is why y'all prices get raised. You wanna know why? Because they got to count their loss. So what happens is this. When they ship items from one country to the other, right? The winds and stuff blows a lot of this stuff over. And what happened is, the more winds and stuff that blows this stuff over, a lot of y'all products are in the water, right? Well, guess what? That's money that these companies are losing. Your higher ups are losing. What they do, they got to make up for that money. So what they do, mark up prices. Because they got to get their money back for the stuff that fell in the water. But this is the kicker, though. They in a rush. See, if people would pay attention to the weather, if you pay attention to the weather, you know when to ship supplies. If you go on a system and you ship the supplies during off seasons, then you can make sure that your supplies do not get damaged. Then you cut the costs down. But no, They in a rush. They need their supplies fast. So what happens? They put these shippers and these people on these ship boats in danger every single time because they make them come through during the bad seasons. Yeah, they make them come through the bad seasons because they need a rush order. And because of that rush order, they lose product along the way. So what happens is they overbuy. Shoot the prices up on y'all and overbuy. So just in case if those products fall down, then guess what? They still getting their money. But then if it doesn't, then they get a double dose. I know what y'all do. But see, this is the other part to the kicker. There's more. Guess what? Y'all products are cursed. Yes, your products are cursed. You want to know why? Because y'all utilize those same containers to ship people. You know that, right? Y'all ship people. Ooh, y'all ship people. And y'all products are cursed. The seas are cursed. The ocean that y'all zoom back and forth on is cursed. Okay? Because y'all have made it a graveyard. Just to let y'all know that. It is so crazy. Y'all made it a graveyard. So, whenever y'all find out, this is the other part to the coin. That's why y'all be trying to rush orders. And that's why y'all that's why the company sent everybody overseas, y'all. Okay? Let me stop. Let me just get straight to it. That's why they sent everything overseas. It was a setup the whole time. They need to cover up because they know they were shipping people back and forth, okay, for their sacred remedy, their sacred rituals and stuff. And the only way they can, any company that have people overseas, 9 times out of 10, they are part of these secret societies, and that's how they send people back and forth, okay? They needed a way to be able to transport people undercover without being recognized, without being seen. It's a cover up. All right. So for every product that you buying you a human being at the same time, or maybe adult or baby, either or. You're paying for a murder. That's what's going on. You're paying for a murder. You're paying for their sacral and voodoo stuff. That's what you're doing. If you didn't know, that's really what it boils down to. They need a cover up. That's why all these companies went overseas. That's why majority went overseas. It's a cover up. Now I ain't saying everybody bad, but that's what majority of them is. So that's why they keep hiking y'all prices up, so y'all can supply the demand. Anywho, it is what it is. That's why we have to stop it. So we can know who is doing who and what is doing what. That's really what it boiled down to. That's really what it boiled down to. That's why everything is stopping right now. Because we got to figure out which companies is the ones buying the people. And who they shipping them to. And who they shipping them from. That's the reason for a lot of this stuff. That's it. We just got to do a halt to figure out who is what and what is who. That's it. But at the same time, it's televising the truth on what's been going on with y'all money and y'all supplies and what's really in demand. That's it. That's really what it boils down to. And see, that's why the higher ups panicking. I'm going to attach a video. Mr. Van, you was on that video. You the token black child. I don't know why. Like, nigga. Like, why? Y'all got the dumbest. Why y'all pick the dumbest black child you can add onto the scene? Y'all on a panel and y'all talking about this stuff just to let y'all know. Y'all showing y'all true colors because all y'all talking like this. And y'all normally be talking all aggressive. Like y'all know everything, but everybody's really talking like this and scared. And I see this the cameraman been telling on y'all, showing who's pissed off. But Mr. Cowboy, yippee-ki-yay, next time when you are being told what to say, don't keep doing this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't keep doing it. I see. Your earpiece. Check 1, check 2. Yeah, your earpiece where they talking to you. I don't know why Tyler keep trying to be a cowboy all the time. Yeah, I know your spirit, child. Yeah, I know your spirit. They got Tyler Perry over there pretending to be Van. Yup. I see you. Or how they say, I see dead people. Oh my God. Like, it's crazy. Yo, dog. For real. You are in enough of trouble as it is, Tyler. Why are you still out here trying to talk? And Vans, you screwed up long time ago. You screwed up long time ago when you sat here talking about some we for the people and we got to be the ones that's here. Got to do this because our life is on the line. And you, my brother. Oh, God. To your parents, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, child. God damn. You literally over there. And then you got cocky. You felt some type of way. The lady was talking and you started. And then you was like, oh, yeah. Oh, no. By the way, CNN, y'all about to be fired. You about to lose your job. I gotta find that girl. She was dancing to that police officer. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Woo, I love it here, man. Oh my God, why was I asleep for so long? Y'all still about to lose y'all job. Y'all had y'all opportunity and y'all screwed it. Trying to screw with the higher ups. Don't make no goddamn sense. All y'all scared. Like, you know what's so funny? Go look at every celebrity right now and you're gonna see the scared, like you can see in their face how scared they look. That's how you know who's the ones going down. It's so many. CNN, like, y'all boy. Y'all, it's a lot of folks. We about to switch positions. Yup, it's a lot of folks. We'll make it funny, too. Oh, God, I'm gonna have some hood niggas up in there. We about to change this. We about to flip it and reverse the crap out of all of this. We need real people in these spots, not these today news we're talking about. Like, we don't need all of that. If I had something brown, I'll put it on my nose, because, you know, y'all nose is up there. We need some real folks. We need the truth. We need realness. We need people out here that know how to present information and be real. Some real voices, not this uppity crap or whatever. We can have some things where people can, you know, be able to express themselves in a proper way, but at the same time, we need realness. We need real authentic people out here that ain't afraid to express their emotions and feelings and communicate the right way, where we can have real debates, real understanding, real authentic people out here in this world. Not this fake, like, I'm over it. We need some realness out here. Okay, and that could go for any race. You understand me? We need that real. Yeah, we about to change everything up. But yeah, y'all, and y'all can't do nothing about it. I'm about to switch out we about to switch out a lot of positions. People that like, yeah. We about to switch out a lot of positions where realness can be out here. Y'all some fake people. Like, y'all some people, and I'm over it. I'm over it. Fake news, fake information. Like, it's just too much. It's just too much. But yeah, all of this is crazy. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all need to sit y'all behinds down when it comes to this Kamala stuff. Kamala, I'm gonna explain something about leadership. There's two types of leaders. All right, there's a leader that actually take lead. Okay, they can listen to people, but they take lead. And then you have the leader that is actually a follower. They stand in the leadership position, but they follow everybody else's orders. And there's a difference where they don't have opinion. They just take whatever you say and go with it. That's it. I'm going to use an example on how she talks. How can I say? So what we're going to do is we're going to follow the directions of the directions for the people. Because if people follow the directions, when we go down that road of directions, then the directions of how we direct ourselves is how we direct our way. And when we direct our way, we can direct ourselves to be the direction we need to be in. Because you understand the direction that we go in, the direction is that way. And if we look at that direction that way, our direction would direct ourselves back to what we saying. And when we see the direction that what we seeing is what the direction we need to go, then we will understand the direction of the world. What the heck did you just say? That's all she does. Do, does, is, was. Done. Like, that's it. That's all she ever done. That was it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I'm going to say this. Y'all better be happy that she didn't get elected. Because you know who is her person? Miss Beehive was her endorser. Which makes sense why Van had a hat on his head of a cowboy. He ain't no cowman, so cowboy. So my thing is that y'all better be glad that Kamala wasn't elected. And I know we want a female in charge. You got it. So at the end of the day, your wish is my command. However, when it comes to her, y'all better be glad. Because she was going to come in, play that role, and you think what Trump is doing is bad. Oh, y'all don't know. No. She was going to screw up the whole game. The whole entire game, the whole entire game. The whole thing. And I understand y'all was like, well, she kind of black. You notice we got a lot of swirls in it. There's a lot of swirls. Ain't nothing wrong with a swirl. I like a swirl too. Like, you know, I like vanilla and chocolate ice cream together. I like strawberry and vanilla together. You know, it's just another, like a Napoleon. I could do that too. That's fine. But the thing about it is we have to be mindful and pay attention to all the details and everything and understand the truth of what's going on. No different with Obama. I know y'all was, oh my God, I love Obama. But guess what? Do you know Obama was trying to kill me? Yeah. Let's go talk about that. So this is what happened. Obama came into the office, right? Right. That was all part of the plan for him to come into the office, right? Right. However, what happened was he was the one to get more black people on board. That was the thing. They needed to get more black people on board. So they had to get the token nigga in there. They had to. But he's part of the family, so they know. He the one they don't like talking about, but they accept him. So they got him in there. And I understand for our black people, it was something in this world. But he ain't no different than back in the day when the slaves were sold. He sold y'all, just to let you know that. But the plot thickens. So this what happened. See, when Trump came in as a villain, but that was part of the plan. Okay, he came in as a villain. All right, it was part of the plan. He had to get in to see what was going on. See, Trump been in this game for a long time. Trump always wanted to be a president. Even though he act like he didn't want to, that was always one of his dreams, to be a president. Okay? However, due to his family, they was corrupt. And they wanted him to be corrupt. And he wanted to change things, but he had to follow the deal of the family. Now his family don't like him, but that's because they know that he know things that he don't supposed to know. I'm telling it all. Okay, it's coming to me. And so that's why they was against him. But see, they don't like the fact that Trump is rebellious. They don't like that. But that's the beauty about him. He's rebellious. He's willing to go against the grain. He's willing to allow stuff to screw up just so he can find a way to put. He like to prove that I don't care how bad something get, I can get myself out of it. He loves the challenge. That's why, like, when you look at the TV show You Got Fired, he put y'all in positions to show y'all how to go out here and fend for yourselves. He went to show y'all, okay, if you wasn't a celebrity, how would you go out here and do these things? And not even just that, but he also used, see, look at it. You are a celebrity, and look how hard you have to work when you playing the game by yourself and you're not with these other people. He proved to these people that, guess what? If it wasn't for these people y'all hanging with, look what you would have to how you would have to put the work in. How many of y'all on his show really realize how hard it was to go out here to do fundraisers and do all this stuff on your own without these secret societies helping you behinds? Yeah, he proved a point. Just to let you know. And he proved that, guess what? A lot of y'all won't even be able to make it in this game by yourselves if it wasn't for that secret society that y'all in. Anywho, so they allowed him to get in the game, right? They put him in there because they felt that he was one of them. Ha 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 ha. Jokes on y'all. He was there to see what was the truth. See, he knew that Obama was crooked. And he knew that Obama was against blacks. Yes, Obama don't really like blacks like that, y'all. Because he really believes he white. Fully white. Like Tiger Woods white, that type of white. That's how he feels. No offense, Tiger, but it's the truth. You didn't want to accept your true side, okay? It is what it is. A lot of y'all like that. Anywho, so Trump got in there. And this is how you know when Trump went against the grain, okay? These elites take the Constitution serious. They take this higher power serious. If you know, when it comes to traditions, you see how they feel about the flag and all of that. You got to represent, all right? They cherish every single thing. You want to know when Trump went rogue? The January 6th. That was his moment in saying, F all of y'all. Because he allowed all those people to come in there and run up the place. Because he wanted to prove how jacked up the system was for people. That was that moment. That was I'm a nigga moment. Just to let y'all know that. If you never thought that this man cared about black folks, that was your moment. I don't care what y'all think. That was your moment. Because he allowed all the white folks to run up in there, right? To show they don't even care. And if they don't even care about their own lineage and their own house they so-called have, then what they think about y'all? He been telling y'all the whole time, trying to show y'all, hey, I know I'm hanging around these white folks. And yeah, I know it look like I don't like y'all, but I would support y'all way more than you realize. But y'all couldn't see that, and they didn't want y'all to see that. See, when he did that, it took them off track. They didn't know what to think. But he finessed it and let them know, like, yeah, I'm just letting them know we running things, that we can screw this whole place, and we can do this and we can do that. He's a businessman. He knew how to talk business. Because he know how power operate. You know, you got to stroke somebody's ego. He stroked their egos. But it was all part of the plan. When Trump talk about God, he really believes in God. Just to let y'all know that. He truly believes in God. And he knew that that was a part of his mission. That has always been his mission. His mission was to be in these elites, to see what was going on, be a part of the system, and then help to bring the system down. Remember the movie Bring Down the House? Something like that. The military one with Jamie Foxx in. That was like that. So this is what happened. Once he got out of office, Joe went in, right? This had to happen. Because Joe's a part of these elites. Joe wants me dead too. See, y'all know back in the day, Joe was putting people in jail for nothing. Just to let you know that. He was just doing it for to be doing it. Joe never liked folks like that. He never liked black people like that. Just to let y'all know that. So, once Trump came out, Joe went in. They put the stuff back on me, did all of this crazy stuff or whatever, right? But this is what happened. When Trump had January 6th people to come in, guess what? They had to change all the codes on everything. Everything. They had to change all the passwords. It was a setup. They had to change all the passwords. All the passwords. Because the system was corrupted. It was all a setup. So, he gets out of office. Joe goes in. Right? But the thing about it, once Joe goes in, Joe can't give out that password. Joe is not allowed to give out that password. And if Joe gave out that password to these corrupt people, then guess what? Everybody would know it was Joe's fault. What did they do? They go to the next person on the line. Obama. Yeah. Obama got the new codes. But he's not in office. But the thing about it is, they set Obama up. Obama didn't want to get a code out because he knew if he get that code out, it would tie back to him. However, they put a spell on someone in his family. And that person did a bad crime. Yep, that's why him and his wife is going through it. Because they set up one of his family members. And said, hey, if you don't give us this code, we're going to let people know what has happened. He didn't know, because he's the first black president, he didn't want to mess up his image. So he had to get a code away. He had to get a code away. Because he was a part of secret society. And so they said, if you don't give us this code and give us this information where we can hack into the systems, because we lost access and we're not allowed to hack into these systems, then guess what? We're going to ruin your career. Yep. So they have to blackmail them, because the first way they couldn't do it because it wouldn't be no ties. But now they making sure there's a tie to them. So he blackmailed them. And that's why he's doing it. That's why how they still had access. So when Trump came back in, now Trump can say whatever he want to say, because now we got the truth. Now we know who the criminals are. Now we know who is part of the system. And I told y'all in the inauguration, when Trump was saying all this positive stuff, look at the people that the presidents or vice presidents or wannabe presidents, how their faces was. All he did was talk about God, and you know that's forbidden with that society. You don't supposed to be acknowledging God. And see, when they saw what he was doing, think about it. If y'all was presidents and you was for the people, you would be happy that even if you couldn't fulfill the mission, someone could or someone can, and you'd be happy. All of them was pissed off because all of them are part of the mission to take me out. Because all of them are a part of the reasons why we have to separate. Because in order for it to take everyone down as a part of it, you got to separate. We got to take out, we got to move people out of the way so we can see the criminals that's hiding underneath. That's what's going on. After everyone gets taken out, that means from the higher ups, the middle class, and the lower class, all the ones that's been involved with this mission to screw with me and then screw with y'all, once they are taken out, right, we will be able to put the right people in the right spots. And once that happens, the law's going to change over again. The law's going to change again, but it's going to be created in a way where everyone is happy. Now, with what I'm saying, this is only so far the people of the United States I'm talking about. There are people in other countries that are tied to this as well. Okay? There are so many people that's tied to this whole situation. But that's really what it boils down to. All of these things boil down to taking the higher ups out. That's why. To take them all out. And take out their minions. And those minions are the people that was putting spells on y'all, the people that was torturing people, the people that was stealing people, the people that was raping people, all of these things. We're clearing out shop. We're taking these people out of the game. However that may go. And once all of that's done, then we will be able to look at the products that we have in the world. We will be able to look at the material we have in the world. We'll be able to look at the money we have in the world. We'll be able to look at all the resources and see what we can be able to trade off or however we need to do and work together as a team. That's what it all boils down to. So all I say is sit back and enjoy the ride. Y'all can sit here and complain. That's fine. Go down with them. I don't care. Just as fast as y'all can make excuses, just as fast we can make jails. Y'all see how fast they make these houses these days. It is what it is. You want to go to a jail or you want to be 6 feet under. Either or is fine with me. That means less criminals in the world and more positive people in the world. So y'all can continue on fussing and fighting and going against this situation where we're trying to make sure that you have a healthier and happier life, or keep fussing and have an attitude. I don't care, either or. It's going to happen one way or another. Okay? You may not like it, but you're going to learn to love it. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.